opulence. He likes happiness. He likes an opulent life. And he's now saying the girls there like opulence, and I get girls. I'm an opulent guy. Now I believe it. Because I perceived him a certain way, and he's playing into his strengths. Women do this all the time. Women are experts at this exact thing. They know if they're bad. They know if they're not. They know when they're pretty. They know exactly how to play its situation. Because women, their primary weapon to interface with the world is manipulation. Your primary weapon as a man is not manipulation. It's brute force. You can get up. You can try. You can dedicate yourself. You can do it again. You can get hit. You can get hurt. You can get demoralized. You'll still get up. You'll still try. Your primary interface with the world as a man is brute force. The primary interface with the world as a woman is manipulation. Manipulate everyone around me so that I get what I want. Give me money. Give me presents. Give me a marriage. Give me a house. Give me. Manipulate. And what I'm saying, you as a man, if you combine manipulation along with brute force, you become a winner. But to manipulate others, you need to interface with them smoothly. You need to remove all the friction. They need to perceive you exactly how you act, because that makes you come across as honest and genuine. And we intrinsically hate liars. So you must go through life saying, how do people see me? And I'm going to make sure that I return the energy they expect to see. If you don't like your self-analysis, if you don't like how people are perceiving you, if you self-analyze and you're very honest and you write down all the good things about you, how people see you, how people perceive you, if you write it all down and you say, I don't like this image they have of me, then you have to change it.
I usually never say this live, but you should throw out all your gabapentin boxes and try this pepper tree for me.
That's where the brute force comes in. And you can change it. But in the meantime, you need to be interfacing as frictionless as possible. Most of you are so busy looking out at the world, you have never sat and thought about how the world looks back at you. People emails me saying, my girlfriend left me. I look at them and I go, no, fucking yeah, you're a loser. It hasn't crossed his mind he's a loser. He's blaming the girl. It's never crossed his mind for a fraction of a second that he's competing with all the other men on social media. He's a loser. So he needed to interface with that girl in a different way. Right. He would have to do different things than a boss could do. A boss could say, you're not going to the club. He's like, say, give your child, I'm paying for your life, I'm a cheat. He can't say that. He has to identify how he fits in and find another way to interface. He needs to say, you know what? I'm so glad I met you at the beginning of my journey. Because I'm not where I want to be yet. But when I get there, I know that so many women are going to be after me, and I'm not going to be able to trust any of them. But you would have been with me the entire way. And that means that when we get there together, I know we're going to have something stronger than all these other people have. All these footballers, use me, York T, Andrew Tate, all the girls want him, yeah. But you and me, we're going to build something, so we're going to have a real love. The girls who want him are never going to love him like you love me. That's how he should interface with his woman, by correctly identifying his status. And he didn't do that. So he lost her to the friction. Aura is just being the person people expect you to be. That's all aura is. That's all charisma is. That's all social dynamics are. It's people looking at you and expecting something, and you do it. Flawless. So you need to really sit and analyze and think about how you are viewed. We have a super chat here. Let me read it. Hi, Andrew. I'm in the real world trying to balance work, my 9 to 5, training for my first MMA fight, and the relationship with my girlfriend who spends lots of time with me. How do I balance all of this? Winners win, son. How do I balance 8 baby mamas, 7 businesses, 104 cars, 7 criminal complaints, houses in 15 countries? Welcome to life. Life as a man ain't easy. You're complaining about a little bit of training, working hard, and seeing your girlfriend. Welcome to life, sir. It is never going to get any easier, ever. The more successful you become, the more you have to deal with. So get used to it. So, gentlemen, I think the biggest mistake a lot of you are making is creating artificial friction with the universe. You must be aiming to remove friction. What you need to do at the end of this video is to get down to your fucking underwear and stand in the mirror and look at yourself and go, how do people see me? How old am I? 24. Okay. So they don't see me as wise. Wise is for old men. But they do see me as energetic because I'm in good shape. I'm 24. I look energetic. I look hardworking. I don't look wise. So now when I go and meet someone to discuss money, I don't have to sit there and go, yeah, I've done this all before. I know how it works. I've been around the block. Because everyone's going to look at him and go, how much can you really know about life at 24? You're a kid. That's what I think. That's what the other people are going to think. Instead, you should sit there and say, I know what to do. I'll tell you, there's a lot of people who try this, but nobody works as hard as me. I'm young. I heal like Wolverine. I don't need sleep. I run on pure adrenaline. I dedicate myself to an athlete. I never fail. Now you get hired. Now you get money because you've removed the friction. You've removed the friction by telling people, by projecting to people the perception they already have of you. Now we have a synergy. Now the interface has completed. You're saying the wrong things and doing the wrong things and creating friction, which is preventing you from getting the money and the pussy. The titties. You love titties too? This is the master of self-analysis. You must self-analyze. I am very aware of myself. I know how I come across. I know in court I look like a criminal. Because when I'm on the street with my big diamond watch and my Bugatti and my 10 women, I look like a fucking criminal. No. Doesn't mean I'm guilty, but I'm aware of it. I'd be a fool to not be aware of it. This is how you win in life. Primary objective, gentlemen. Establish a direct interface. A clean interface without friction, without lag between you and the outside world. This removes a lot of the blockers which are preventing you from achieving the success that you need. You identify the blockers and the friction via self-analysis. Before you connect with the interface, before you connect with the simulation, you must understand how the simulation views you. Ask your friends, ask your girlfriend. If you had to describe me in 3 words, how would you describe me? Ask people. And you might be surprised by their answers. You might hear their answers and be like, you see me like that? I didn't know that. If you're really unhappy with the answers you get, then you need to change something. And this is how you win. Because there are tiers in life. The best life on the planet is a top tier male. No doubt about it. Top tier males have the best life on the planet. The second best life is a baddie. The third best life is an average looking mid chick. The fourth best life is probably again a normal man. And the worst life is an ugly girl. This is the reality, right? So a lot of you are out here losing to baddies. You're out here going, this beautiful Spanish girl ran off with a footballer. That poor dude lost his chick. He was dedicated to her. She just got a DM on Instagram and bounced on it. Men like me, we sit there and go, yeah, I'm the football. Do you understand? I'm that guy. I'm the guy who takes. I always have been. Ain't a single female alive I can't take from anyone I've had. That's the best possible life. And you're only going to get that. You're only going to be in the first position if you can beat the people in the second position. The second position are baddies. And baddies affect the simulation with one weapon, manipulation. So you need to beat them at their own game by using manipulation coupled with brute force. That gives you more weapons in your arsenal. Now with brute force plus manipulation, you become top tier and live the best possible human life. You can only manipulate a system if you interact with the system. If you want to hack a computer, you must connect to the computer. You can only hack the simulation when you connect to the simulation. And you can only connect to the simulation when there is a direct interface. When you are giving the information that the simulation expects from you, there is a frictionless interface. Now the code is open for you to manipulate with your Aikido. This, gentlemen, is how you become a
to another episode of the Backcourt. Welcome to another episode of the Backcourt Connection. I'm your host, Marcus T. Got the gang in the building. How y'all doing today, man? What's going on?
I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm just ready to get back to the pod, man. So just get my head up for Memorial Day weekend, man. Like, yeah, we got a lot to talk about, man. It's so
Yeah, PNC just had a boot on it, man. Pretty good event. How y'all feel about it? It's a big matchup on the corner.
I'm gonna get really too with the fucking silver match. That was my favorite game of the day. I feel like Book had the game, just Book gotta know how to finish his fool. You had the game, you had the crowd into it, just when you have to finish the game. Something that would pep in. So our football's over right now. Got 2-0, 2 comebacks. So we playing league on the next game. So I like that result right now.
Yeah, realistically, so probably he beat everybody. He's probably the best small guard right now. I mean, I know he got a slip there. So beat him. Should he beat Lula twice? He beat everybody. So I mean, he probably on top right now. If I'm being honest, I feel like I even told him I can take 20 hard shots. He got to figure out. I know he making and that's exciting, but he got to figure out how to get a couple easy buckets in between. Like all his shots are step back, fade away, like amazing move. They look good when you make it, but that shit get you beat.
Yeah, sure. He do shoot a lot of tough shots. If he simplified his game and then only resorted to those tough shots when necessary, then he'd be way more efficient and he'd be better. So I think well, how old is that? I mean, Book probably what, 23, 24? Yeah, he young, so he's still figuring it out. He's still one of my favorite small guards though. He'll bounce back, you know. But shout out to Zoto. He been taking care of it. He been taking care of it for sure.
Yeah, just dropped. He made me fall twice, bro. Step up in the
It's real hard to handle.
nigga slid all of his hands back, bro. I ain't seen that nigga fall like that. That nigga like he was on a slip and slide. Like he really fed on shit.
From that too. You know,
Yeah, I'm saying that fall was crazy. I never saw nobody fall like that. Yeah, it was
Sure, all the snatch behind man, it look crazy.
so Book can't talk to that I'm doing no more.
So I mean, we have no more to be on play. So I'm shouting. So we play. I would never play again. That's like a must win game. It was like a must win. You talking you're talking twice. I'm not ready before. And you've been talking other shit. You don't talk other shit. So that was a must win, bro. So I can't play you no more. Just what it is.
after the game, though, you know, we wasn't go like struggles and shit. Saying that thing, then like it's dope. But it was like still coming to you know what I'm saying. I don't think he 50 lost, so.
But it was a great game. One of the best one game we probably gonna see ever. Great game. And look, when he missed that free throw, I already know. I've been watching this shit now. Every time a nigga do that, they lose. Every year, I'm like, it's over.
So yeah, I feel like
I mean, he could play anybody. I would like to see him play league again. I know Zoe got to play him first. I feel like they all like real close. I feel like it's not really a difference between either. So I feel like if you have freaking people, I feel like they all close. I want to see Bane on that thing down. I mean, it's so playing the league. I don't see it.
I see him down for sure. That's what I say. Somebody, so I just.
Exactly.
And what's to say? So, that'd be good.
They never going to miss that shit. And I really think it could be them.
No, I would say, bro. Yeah, it was crazy. You know, he was like 55 right now. But that's down from me. I just think that he's playing the competition of bars that the TNC side has. And today's play come do. So I think it's gonna be it really just gonna come down to like 30-26 either way. I don't think that left line Dom's just gonna kill him. But I don't think he's gonna just kill that Dom either.
But like, just making that mix a little more. Like I said, they got more people on that side. He's playing those guys all the time. So they give him reps. See, and to be honest, I love left hand Dom. His motion has slowed down a little bit ever since round 5. Seeing myself hurt. No, it's like, a loss can definitely hurt you, man. Especially a loss like that. Like, when you, I'm like, it hurts you depending on who you like,
He go right.
sit on the long ball, just like sit there and suck the long thing. When you go right back outside and play, we didn't expect that to happen.
You know, for school, he got right back on the very next week he was playing. So
we the type of fans and worry now like why have you done really late? So people out there are kicking their hands real quick, get the whole team forget about it.
If I told you that there's a way for you to start earning payouts with prop firms without pushing challenges, without paying companies, and without forget about it. So this is just like some shit like LP versus Pet when you need school. Things like maybe we ain't forget that. You know? Yeah. Saying if you do some shit that make it move back to though, you lose you talk about that good ass good ass, bring up that eighth grade, some records and ranks. You gotta just run off in the room. That's what it is. Once he run off in the room, then that like you tell me when he lost that he about flat. But he lost the trade, came back and he said I think he lost the trade, like that's how it is. No, yes, sir. One of my favorite players was like Bijan birthday day, bro. Bijan was down. Yeah, he got tested, bro. And he showed he can bounce back and make shots that I don't know. He adjusted, bro. I got to talk about that again. Yeah, I'm fuck with Bijan, man. I know he looks strong. He got a little funny body, but he got a quick trigger. He got a little handle. So I'm fuck with Bijan. So I'm going to see it versus like an LP that LP. Like guys like that, Dang. I like seeing with Dang. Like shit, like guys like that. Yeah.
I think Bijan is tough, bro. Bijan is really good. I said I had that winner, but I said I think that Bijan is still like the better talent. Just thought that they had more experience, but shit, sometimes kind of over past experience. You know what I'm saying? So
But a lot of times,
sometimes you have a lot of talent. Shit, it can over experience. So yeah, you better mind. Keep that in mind. I gotta say the much. Keep that in mind. So we don't get that.
So what does this mean? What does this mean for You set him LP. He ready. I think he needs to play. I mean, it's cool. Like stuff like LP. I think he could use that game. I think he's trying to need to use his physicality more. Like, he has a big ass body. He don't really. He shoot a lot of quick jump shot. He can make them. He might get he can shoot it, but he still need to work on that. I have more to him now. That'll be his next step. I'm trying to more physical getting down his shooting. But I love his game. I it's the hard to contest, bro. And what's the name was giving him free money, bro? You get fouled on a little, you know what I'm saying? Dad, shoot the shot. Feel like it's a foul.
Like if you like let's say I'm hitting on your shoulder before you go into your shot, like as you go do this, I put my hand off. Do you think that still should be a foul?
That's a foul. Not to see that. So that's stopping people.
For sure.
It's me like TNC. The fact that moving laws, he's supposed to be the number one guy there. I still think yeah, I like yeah, it's not better. Don't play. That's like playing with DJ. Okay, I think that back then. We heard that he wrote. But I'm just saying, like, I mean, I already playing three. He said he hurt. I said he didn't play. I think so good. I went down to Simon Street. I need to bring. We need to play with the nigga. Nigga say he hurt. Yeah, I said the same thing for Pat. I said Pat he plays. From Pat, he's being that. I can stand him with him. You see, he said now we like home, so we said it in TSC name. How y'all feel about that? Y'all think what y'all think, man? They said it's a lot of back and forth. Yes, Scotty and them clickbaiting. They ain't trying to like act. I think somewhere else, bro. We really need him. So like he could just roam around, bro. He could really be real. I mean, sure, you got the name. Shit, play. And those are the top niggas. You just play wherever I want. I'm like, it's
Would you, if considering the type of money that some of the he's making,
I can make that shit on tour. They probably want to play the game and do the work.
but what AI trades on its own. You can touch it, set it up once. Every day. We'll do 50.
So it's probably like, okay, I can just sit here and get this bread, play three or something.
Like, it's probably going to take some time to do shit on too. So you make it look great, but 15,000 for TNC. I don't know what you make, but let's say you make 15,000. Would you risk making that 15,000 and just doing it on your own and trying to piece together everything yourself?
I think he can make that. I think you make that 15. I get that. I think to make that 15 or something. He didn't get hurt like that. Bro, you might get hurt.
Never know, bro. If I get hurt, then I think
I really think it's more of a security thing. It's like, even if I would, if I was in this big, I would just freely home. Unless, I mean, it's just tough, bro. Unless you got such a crazy following that you make any other avenues with the fan, you know what you know more. That's it.
Shit, they got niggas
Yeah,
some niggas in here to work. That's cool. Be careful. Niggas, some niggas, yeah. So they now you got these problems. When niggas start doing shit that you signed to that you don't like, but he's still in control of your ass, nigga. I shot that.
in this thing, they were like, yes, team, I'm trying to be the first three. Like, you know, I can get that. I get that from the TNC side, but I get his side as well. Like, because I'm pretty sure they should know more than anything in his health situation or whatever he got going on. So they should be understanding that, you know, what corporation. Like, think about anytime y'all been overseas, if y'all had got hurt, they trying to get your ass fucked back. Like, yeah, we understand you hurt, but it's gone with you back. So, just, you know, it's just all time. I'll give you X amount of dollars a month. I need to see some production from it. I don't want to see you and shit like that. You know,
Niggas like, hey, we don't pressure to make, hey, when you get to see some game, try to do it. But now they got to react to that. They for as long as they can, but like, they start to watch all some even starting to get the sheets. I get it.
I'm giving you more and next chapter right now.
I still got
think Keanu, I wouldn't be mad at putting Keanu. I'm putting Keanu just here over a C4.
C4, son. Well, it's back to the same about loser. Niggas not saying that. He plays in that.
For sure.
He ain't played a game. He active though. He is active. He ain't played a game. He ain't played a lot.
For sure.
And then I'm telling you right now, it's space. Y'all play a lot of games. It's okay to lose if it happens, but I ain't saying
like says okay, it's terrible.
It's first too many dudes that love Italian. Like, he's playing just so bombs. Like, it's cool not to cut that. But like, they shouldn't.